Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Allie and I'm here today doing another tarot tag. This time it's hosted by the lovely Veronica Rose, who created her wonderful 5-card spread called Inner Stories. So this is tarot tag Inner Stories, jumping on the Arwen Lynch tarot tag train. I really enjoy doing these tarot tags, you guys. Everyone who's created one, it has been awesome, and I love just jumping in and participating. You guys are so inspiring, so keep it coming because I love doing these things. So let's get started. Veronica Rose created this 5-card tarot spread. Pretty good for her very first tarot spread, she claimed. She's never made one before, but I like it. This one is, it's simple, but it's insightful. So I pulled some cards last night and I'll share with you my insights and my interpretations of how those cards relate to my inner story. Her inner stories spread consists of 5 cards, prologue, backstory, journey, climax, and epilogue. So, first question, the prologue, is what inner story most needs exploring? So I pulled some cards from the, what deck is this? This is the Steampunk Tarot that I used for this tag spread. And the first card I drew is the 6 of Swords. So I had to think about this because I'm like, okay, what I see in this card is traveling or moving from point A to point B, and I thought, okay, how is this playing out in my life, or how has it? How do I connect with this card? And so there's a few different things, and I wasn't really sure specifically what it was referring to, but in the last year I have gone through some shifts or desire for changes, and so travel comes up in a few different ways. The first thing that came to mind was I had some travel plans that I made, or desires. I guess they weren't, solid plans, but found a travel buddy, and I was going to do a bucket list big travel excursion to Peru. It was between Peru and Nepal, and we agreed Peru, and we were going to do that trip this month, but it never happened due to both time and money obstacles prevented us from going when we wanted to go. However, it's still kind of on the to-do list. We're still committed to going. It's just a matter of finding the time and the money right now. So that was one thing that I thought could be referring to. I've made some changes in my business. I've closed my brick and mortar. I've moved back into my home. I have my home office is back. I'm focusing more online. The in-store on the street wasn't really working for me. So focusing online and just doing more festivals, fairs, conventions, and getting out and seeing the people at special events. So that's how I kind of restructured my business. So there was definitely a move. I had to sell some stuff, pack things up, move furniture and whatnot, and merchandise. So there was a move involved there, certainly. Also, my husband and I have been talking about selling our house and, moving to a new community. So we're just kind of in, nothing has been decided. Nothing's kind of in action at this point. It's just something we're talking about. So that can also be what this card is referring to. So yeah, not really clear, but a few things that might be coming up there. Now for backstory, how, when, why did this inner story start? And where did that card go? There it is. I pulled the Justice card. So immediately this was about making big decisions, really looking at the pros and cons, the fine print, what does it mean, what are the consequences, yeah, just looking at things from, yeah, making really big decisions and final decisions, I guess. So I have been at a lot of different crossroads this year. I have made some pretty big decisions, like the one to close my shop, and kind of reshift and refocus my energies and where I want to put it. Also, you know, there's been some family decisions, like I said. We're thinking about selling our house, things changing in our household, so big decisions on that front. Yeah, it's just a lot of different things to think about. You know, where are we at right now? Where do we want to go? So that's how I'm looking at the Justice card. So yeah, there has been decisions made this year, but hasn't really been a lot of action taken towards making those things happen. And like I said, a lot of it's just been time and money, which segues nice into the next card. Can you hear that? I think there's the gardeners are here. I'm doing weed whacking. Okay, that was unexpected. All right, so journey. What impact has the inner story had on me in my life? And I drew the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So immediately this spoke to me about money, like a block, things not happening, things not manifesting as I had hoped, as you know, I had planned. So there's some blockages in this abundance or this creation or money and abundance. And yeah, there wasn't really too much insight into this, but it certainly spoke to me. Like, how has it impacted me? Just kind of feel like decisions have been made, but nothing's really happening on that front, on any of those fronts at the moment. Now for the climax, what is the most effective way to challenge my inner story? And this is where it got interesting, because I don't know if you've been following me, I've, you know, in comments and in my own videos, I had mentioned that I had wondered if this tag was going to link to my Hero's Journey challenge that I hosted in September. And so far the cards haven't really linked up until this one. And for the climax, I drew the Hanged Man. And this is the same card that came up in the Hero's Journey Tarot Challenge when I asked, what is my quest on my journey? My quest is to start looking at things from a different perspective, start shifting my approach or my focus, or how there's something I'm not seeing or something I'm not doing. Maybe I'm not really looking at cause and effect or actions and consequences the way I am supposed to, which would also tie into, you know, maybe that's the reason I chose the Justice card, say, opposed to Lovers, which would be about choices and sacrifices, which I felt more, I was trying to decide what was more important, prioritizing what sacrifices were worth letting go of versus you know, what gains, what choices. But here this is talking about actions and consequences, and the Hangman saying, like, I'm not looking at it right, there's something I'm missing. So maybe if I shift, you know, look at things upside down or sideways or from behind, I can, or more objectively, if I can be more objective, I'll see the solution. It'll just, you know, be like spotlighted on, it'll come clear as day, but I just got to look at it from the right angle. And that was my quest on, yeah, that came up in my Hero's Journey. And here it is again telling me that, you know, the climax, this is where the hero confronts the villain. And often there is this element of sacrifice, or it's almost like the hero often goes suicidal and enters, you know, they're willing to risk their life in order to defeat whatever the villain of the story is. And so, yeah, here's the hangman telling me that that's what I need to do. So that I thought that was really interesting. That I'm not really sure how to do that yet. It hasn't come to me. I've had some maybe minor light bulbs, but nothing that's shown me any results yet. So lastly, the epilogue. How will changing this inner story affect me in the future? And I drew the Two of Cups. So in this card, I see this element of partnership or teamwork. I see kind of two heads are better than one in this case, that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. I see two things coming together, creating balance and harmony with the yin and yang symbol there. I see a strengthening of partnership, and I see, results. I see these, we have these two scientists who are looking pretty pleased with themselves that they've done what they've set out to do, that their hypothesis has proved correct, and they're seeing results. And yeah, so that's what I see in the future. If I can do as the hangman asks and get that aha moment by looking at things upside down, backwards, or whatever I need to do, then this is what awaits me in the future. Now, it still wasn't clear to me after pulling all those cards, because I said in the beginning I wasn't sure if this related to our my bucket list travel plans, or if this was business related or more personal, kind of household family related. So I needed a little more clarification. So I drew a card from the Good Tarot, and I got one of my stalker cards, lo and behold. I drew the Magician. The Magician has been stalking me in nearly every personal reading I have done. He comes up in daily draws. He was there multiple times in my Hero's Journey challenge, and here he is again as clarifying. And so when I asked, give me something specific. What journey is this related to? And I pulled this guy, and what I feel he's saying is all of it. He said it's all related, it's all connected, make it real, make it happen, get it done. And that's what he was telling me. I'm like, okay, so maybe they are all connected, because, if we sell our house, there's the potential for making a profit there, depending on what community we have to relocate to. New job opportunities come along with that. So that could be more income. That would mean restructuring my business again, doing things from a new place, building it up in a new community. And then with all that, hopefully new income that generates, then I could take that bucket list travel trip that I want to take. So a lot of food for thought here. This Magician is telling me, make it so, make it happen. And that's it. That is my inner story that I wanted to share with you. Thank you, Veronica Rose, for creating this wonderful tag. I really enjoy these. So keep them coming, guys, because they are so much fun. They're so awesome. And until next time, stay shiny and keep sparkling. Bye, guys.